What's up, YouTube? Good evening. Welcome to Tuesday with Tom. I am so glad that you are here. What's up, Facebook? Happy Tuesday. TikTok, welcome in. YouTube, what's going on? How are y'all tonight? Uh, Welcome to Tuesday with Tom. I am excited that y'all are here. So come on in and let's talk. Let's talk. I got some good stuff to talk about. So happy Tuesday. Uh, Man, y'all, it's hot. It's so hot here in Oklahoma City. It's disrespectful. It's so hot. I can't even stand it, man. I can't stand it. It's like 112, I think, uh, over here. So, YouTube, what's going on? How's your Tuesday going? I pray good. Um, Melissa Diaz in the house. Thank you. Dr. Destiny chiming in. What's going on? Happy Tuesday. Uh, and What's happening? What's going on? So thankful to see you guys again. Man, the weeks feel like they're flying. And I don't know about you guys, but it feels like to me that they are. So I got a good word tonight. Don't confuse invisible with inactive. Man, oh man. I know, Rachel, for real. What's going on? Don't confuse invisible with inactive. I can't wait to get into this tonight and just share with you guys what's on my heart. So, uh, man, happy Tuesday to everybody that's just joining. If you're watching on the replay, thank y'all for being here. A couple of announcements while folks are uh, getting ready to join. But for the replay people, I don't like to have any lag time, where you're just looking cute at the camera. But Kathy Pritchard, what's up? I've been praying for you guys, you and George, uh, and pray that you're doing good. So, welcome in everybody. If you're just joining, happy Tuesday. Welcome to Tuesday with Tom. Y'all, we have tomorrow night, the Wednesday the 19th. I'm going live. I'm doing a free live Zoom Q&A. So I'm going to be answering questions about writing, publishing, book covers. We're going to be LaWanda Brown. What's up, my sister? Send you all of the hearts. And we're going to be talking about ChatGPT and AI and stuff like that. So get registered at my website. You can go to my website, levelupwithtom.com, and get registered. This is free. And so I'm going to be spending a whole hour with you guys and sharing some stuff that is going to help you guys. So if you know of anybody that's thinking about writing a book, needs to write a book, wants to write a book, supposed to write a book, they have to be on this Zoom. It's free, and I'm going to be sharing a lot of great information. And so, so please share that with somebody. Juanita, what's going on? Welcome. And so Juanita's one of the authors that I got to work with, and she has an amazing children's book. And so, anyway, so tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going live. And so on Zoom. So have lots of people registered, and we'll be taking some registrations until tomorrow, and then that's it. So if people don't get in, then they don't get in, I guess. So anyway, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I have a lot of great information to share, and I really think that it's gonna be good info. So anyway, so welcome everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome Tuesday with Tom. I am excited to share with you tonight. Don't confuse invisible with inactive. So I'm going to get into it because I appreciate your time and I want to make sure that we have time to get through everything. So share this, tag somebody that you think needs a good word tonight. I think everybody needs a good word always, right? So, uh, so share this with somebody and be a blessing. So this is where I want to start tonight, y'all. Just because you cannot see God working does not mean God is not working. How many of us are so guilty of uh, thinking that I had to get my clapper because this is going to be a clapper kind of night, I can tell y'all. We get so guilty of if we can't see it, then it's not happening, right? So we have a tendency to measure God's activity by what's changed around us. Oh, that's a tough one. Because if things aren't changing, then we don't think God's working, right? And but what if some of God's greatest work is happening somewhere you don't have access to yet? My gosh, that's so good. Elizabeth, welcome. What's up? What if some of God's greatest work is happening where you don't have access to yet? My. So obviously we have to talk about a seed, right? You put a seed in the ground and what happens? Nothing. Uh, a long time, nothing. And you water, you wait, nothing. At least that's what it looks like, right? That's what we can see because it's buried, right? It's out of it's out of our sight. And so, but beneath the dirt, something's already started. And you've heard, I'm sure everybody's heard analogies a bazillion times about plant the seed and do this. And Jennifer, welcome on TikTok. I see some of y'all popping in over here. So thank y'all for being here. Angela, I see you. So welcome. But so the seed, y'all get it, right? You plant the seed, you can't see nothing happening. You water the seed, all this stuff. But there's stuff that's happening and you just can't see it. Get a hold of this tonight and don't just brush this off as, here's another seed story. But something's happening. The seed is breaking, right? The roots are being formed. The evidence comes after the activity. The evidence comes after the activity, right? Activity's happening, you all. We just don't always get to see it. So we want the evidence so we can believe there's activity. Come on, YouTube. We want the evidence so we can believe there's activity. But God says, trust me while the activity is still underground, where you can't see it. So I want us to go to, I want to touch on, I skipped over it, but now faith in Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the confidence in what we hope for and the assurance of what we do not see. That's faith. So I don't want to miss that because that's really, really good to remind ourselves. Now faith is we have to activate our faith, right? That's what I want y'all to get out of this tonight. So but Hebrews 11:1 says, now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. So think about that. I sometimes I just get to talking so quick that it's there's so many good nuggets here. But the hard part isn't always the wait. The hard part isn't always the wait. Pam Maxwell, welcome. So tonight I want to ask you a question. Will you be faithful even when you can't see God working? Will you Facebook? Will you YouTube? Will you TikTok? Will you still be faithful when you can't see God working? Y'all, this is so easy, right? Oh, yes, of course I will. Until you're the one going through it. Until you're the one having to be patient. Until you're the one having to wait. Until you're the one going through stuff that you can't see happening. So it's easy. So not when you can see the blessings coming, not when the opportunity just lands, right? Not when somebody calls and says yes, not when your numbers are increasing, not when book sales are coming, not when people are buying what you're doing, they're joining your groups, they're giving you attaboys, right? Good job, keep going on. Not when everybody's encouraging you and telling you that you're on the right track. I'm asking you tonight, can God trust your faithfulness when there's no visible evidence that what you're doing is working? Y'all, I'm living it, breathing it, walking it, and talking it right now. It's current season. Hashtag current season. Can God trust your faithfulness when there's no evidence that what you're doing is working? When people think you're crazy, when people don't think you're called, when people judge what you're doing. Rhonda Karim, welcome in, my sister. When people are judging you, talking about you, you can't do that. Like we love you, but ... Can God trust your faithfulness when there's no evidence, y'all? Because there are seasons when God will allow you to see progress. He does. He loves us, right? And there are seasons when you have to believe progress is happening. You have to believe it right here, because forget about what our head's telling us. Forget it. You have to believe it here in your gut, right in your spirit, man. No matter what I see, I know God's voice. I know God spoke to me. So no matter what I see around me, I'm believing that if God said it, then God's going to do it. Come on, Keena, what's up from New York? Because there are going to be seasons when you will have to believe the progress is happening, because you're not going to see it, right? So there's two different types of faith. Sometimes the hardest part of obedience isn't doing what God said. Sometimes that's easy, doing what he said initially. But the hard part is continuing to do what God said when it doesn't seem to be producing anything. You want me to do it again, God? Again today? Like, I already did it yesterday. I got to do it again? I got to get up early and pray? I got to sacrifice my sleep? What? Again today? I did it once. Continuing, being faithful in a little bit, right? And that's where some of us are. We are not necessarily questioning what God said. We're questioning, God, where are you in what you said? Where are you in what you said? Because I obeyed, I prayed, I showed up, I fasted, I ended friendships, I assessed my circle, right? I forgave. I walked away. I stayed when you said to stay because I didn't feel it, but I stayed, right? So why can't I see anything happening? Y'all, I promise you, I've been praying this week, last week. He didn't bring us this far to fail us now. Amen. But when you're the one walking in it, it's so hard. It's so hard when you're practicing your faith, right? So why can't I see anything, God? So tonight, I believe God wants to deal with our dependence on visible evidence. Y'all, this was for me, and so I hope it's for you too. You better go ahead and get it and just say, "Yep, I'm here." Yep. Come on, Juanita. Because I promise y'all, my work, man, it's tough in these streets. It's hot. It's 112 in Oklahoma City. I'm in and out of the car. I'm building relationships. I'm showing up. I go to assisted livings and nursing homes, and I do activities and crafts. And I'm talking to everybody I know to talk to. And I'm showing up, and I'm trying to show out. And I'm trying to show the difference, right? And I'm trying to, do all the things. Nothing happening. Nothing happening. God, I'll even go out on the weekend. Y'all, this past weekend I worked almost all weekend. Because that's when it was things was happening. Right? So I'm working on it. And listen, I'm praying the whole way. God, you see my heart. You see my heart. I'll go out on the weekends. I'll go do whatever, whenever. I'm trying to, continue these relationships. I'm trying to be faithful, even when I don't see what's going on. I don't know, God. Just show me, all these things, right? I'm praying each type of way I know how to pray. God, give me strength. Give me favor. God, give me patience. Lord, thank you, Pam. And nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Got to keep showing up. No, we don't have anything. No, we don't have anything. No, we don't have. But can you do this? Can you do that? Yep, sure can. Sure will. I'll be there. What time? Come on, somebody. This is so good. I know I'm not the only one dealing with this tonight. We're being faithful, but we're not seeing the results yet. So why can't I see anything, God? Because if I require evidence before I remain obedient, that's not faith, that's confirmation. My God, today. And faith doesn't always get confirmation before it has to move. Come on, Dr. Perry. So, movement one, don't confuse invisible with inactive. This is where we got to start. Just because you cannot see God working does not mean God is not working. We have a tendency to measure God's activity by what has changed around us, right? Melissa, I'm so sorry. I'm jumping all over the place. Please bear with me. I'm going to movement two. Sorry. Let's get to movement two. I'm so sorry. Melissa's going to be strangling me. Movement two. Can God trust you without constant confirmation? Can God trust you? This is where it gets very uncomfortable, TikTok, because sometimes we say we're waiting on God when we're actually waiting on another confirmation. God already spoke, but because nothing has happened yet, we're asking him to say it again. Yo, I keep Melissa pivoting, y'all. She's the boss. She is the whole boss. So because nothing's happening, we keep asking him to say it again. God, just say it one more time. Maybe I just didn't hear you. God will say go. Us will say confirm it. God confirms it. Then we go. Nothing happens immediately. And then we're like, God, was that really you? Was that really you? And God is probably like, we already had this conversation, right? God is probably leaning over heaven and saying, hello, were you there when we had this conversation? Right? Does anybody do that to other people? It's like, was you absent that day? At some point, maturity has to move us from God, keep proving it to me, to God, you said it, and that's enough. You said it, and I believe you. I believe that I heard you. I believe in the confirmation that you gave me. So that's it. That's it. 2 Corinthians 5:7, for we live by faith, not by sight. That one little verse. Again, flippantly, it sounds easy to do until you're the one walking through it. You're the one doing it, right? Come on, YouTube, right? So, but that one little verse, but it will wreck your whole theology if you actually live it. If you actually live it. Because sight says nothing is happening. You're crazy. You're showing up every day. They're telling you no, 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 and you still keep going. It will wreck your whole theology because sight says nothing's happening. Faith says God is still working. Listen, y'all, I'll be praying, God, help me get ready for what I'm praying for. Okay, God, maybe I'm not ready for what you're praying for. I pray all the ways, right? But the point is, don't stop praying. Don't stop believing. So God's still working. Sight says nobody's responding. Nobody's commenting on your thing. Nobody's buying your book. Nobody's joining your groups. Faith says, keep showing up. Keep being consistent. Keep being faithful. Sight says, you are wasting your time. You're wasting your time. Faith says, obedience is never wasted. Obedience is never wasted. God don't play about you. God don't play about our obedience, and God sure don't play about your yes. When you give it to him, he knows your heart, and he sure is going to honor that, and he knows your heart. And so obedience is never wasted. Sight says maybe you heard God wrong. Pammy Palmer, love you, praying for you. So maybe you heard God wrong, but faith says go back to what he said before you let what you see rewrite what you heard. Go all the way back, rewind it, run it back, run it back to what he said before you let yourself get in the way, before you let fear and doubt and worry and I'm not good enough and insecurities and people pleasing, before all that junk, rewind it back and see what did he say then? What did he say then? Did I miss something, God? Did I miss a step? So some y'all need to write that down. Go back to what he said before you let what you see rewrite what you heard. That's a tongue twister. Melissa's sharing them in the notes, and I love you for it, Melissa. Thank you. Don't let what you see make you rewrite what God said. So this connects directly to what you've been. This connects directly to what we've been talking about the last few weeks. If you've been watching, this is exactly connects, because we've been asking, can God trust me with the process before he entrusts me with the harvest? So tonight we're adding another question. Can God trust me to keep working the process when I can't see the harvest coming? Because anybody can get excited when the first fruit appears. That's the easy part, right? But faithfulness says, I'll water dirt. God, I will water dirt. I can't see nothing. It feels like it's a waste of time, but I'll come out here faithfully and I will water this dirt. It's dry, it's hot, but I will be faithful and I will water dirt. I'll keep praying. I'll keep writing. I'll keep building. I'll keep serving. I'll keep showing up. I'll keep doing what you said to do, God, even when it doesn't make sense to even me. I'll keep preparing, even when all I can see is dirt. Even in spite of what I can see. Movement 3. What if the silence is testing the source of your faithfulness? Come on, TikTok. I'm getting a little weepy tonight. Let's go just a little bit deeper, because maybe the question isn't only, will I keep going? Maybe the question is, why was I going in the first place? Heart check. Why was I going to start with? What's your why? What's your motivation? Listen, I've been down that road too. God, I believe we're the best company in Oklahoma City. I believe we have the best team in Oklahoma City. I believe that these people need this care. Like, I'm thinking all this stuff, right? Why was I going in the first place? Was I faithful because God called me? Or was I faithful because being faithful was producing something? Because sometimes results become the reward that keeps us obedient. People respond, we get excited. Numbers increase, we get motivated. We lose 2 or 3 pounds, and listen, this is now a fitness page. Follow me for more tips. Someone says, that blessed me. Now we're ready to go again. But take away the applause, take away the visual growth, take away the immediate results. Nobody showing up to your lives. Nobody responds on your stuff. Nobody. Take away those immediate results. Take away the affirmations. Take away the opportunity. I mean, sometimes I get discouraged just because the opportunity feels like it's gone. Right? Jamie, what's up? Welcome. I'm so glad you made it. Take away the emotional high. Are you still called? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. Then why would your obedience change? Galatians 6:9, let us not become weary in well doing, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Y'all, giving up feels so easy sometimes when you're the one out there facing the no's and you're facing the negativity and you're questioning, God, why did you call me? Why did you give me this purpose? Why did you, all these things? Let us not become weary in doing good. For in the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Even when giving up would be easier. So notice what scripture does not say. It doesn't say at the proper time you will reap a harvest as long as you can see signs that it's coming. Nope. It says don't give up. Keena, I know you do. Don't give up, which means there will probably be a period when giving up looks reasonable. What am I even doing? Right? Come on, somebody. There will be seasons when quitting can even be justified. It can be justified. There may be a moment when you can make a perfectly logical argument for why it's not working. God, I'm doing all the things, right? I'm doing all the things. So why isn't it working? You can make a totally logical, right? To everybody else. They're like, yeah, man, I would quit too. Like, what are you even doing? So, and that may be the moment that faithfulness matters the most. So do not, and we've heard this before, but it bears repeating again and again. Do not make a permanent decision in a season where God has temporarily hidden the evidence. Don't make a permanent decision. Nope. You don't know what's underneath the ground. You got to keep watering that dirt. showing up. Goddess looks crazy. Movement number 4. You know, I had to talk about Noah at some point. Y'all, I'll be loving me some Noah. Noah had to build before he saw rain. This is where uh, uh, we have to talk about Noah, because Noah's obedience is wild when you really think about it. Hebrews 11:7. By faith, Noah, when warned about things not seen, in holy fear, built an ark to save his family. They ain't nobody never seen rain, talked about rain, knew nothing about a boat, nothing. So catch those words. Things not yet seen. Catch that. Things not seen. God gave Noah instructions based on something Noah could not see yet. Talk about faith. Talk about writing down some stuff that's like, what's this supposed to mean? What's this supposed to mean, God? Like, what? And Noah had to build according to what God said. Not what he thought. Oh, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't look right. What am I supposed to do? He had to build according to what God said, not according to what the environment suggested. There wasn't even any rain. Why do I need a boat? Imagine working on something day after day after day when the reason you're building it hasn't even appeared yet. So imagine, why are you doing that? God told me. Well, where's the rain? I don't know. When's it coming? I don't know. I don't know that either. Are you sure? God told me. God told me. But nothing around you suggests you need an ark. Nothing suggests you need an ark. Nothing suggests that you need to write a book. Nothing suggests that you need to start a group, start a business, talk to somebody. God told me. That's faithfulness. Noah built in one season for something that wouldn't make sense until another season. My God. Sometimes we get it twisted and we think that stuff that we're doing today matters for today. It matters for next month, next week, right? Next year. 2027 is coming with the quickness, y'all. What we're doing right now is affecting 2027. The version that you see right now isn't going to be the version that you see in 2027. Because we've got to build today for what's coming when we don't even know what it is yet. So somebody needs to hear this tonight. What you're doing right now may not make sense until the season changes, because you're not going to stay in this season forever. Whether you like this season or whether you don't like this season, you're not going to stay here forever. You're preparing, you're learning, you're writing, you're healing. I'm on somebody. You're saving, you're studying. Maybe I can't afford to publish my book right now, but I'm saving. God, you see my heart. You know, maybe there's a couple chapters that I'm afraid to write. So I gotta write that chapter that I keep avoiding to write. I gotta dig a little deeper. I gotta let it come out of me so that I can get healed of it and let go of it, because that's the chapter that's really gonna rock somebody's world and really change how somebody sees God. You're developing discipline. My God. And maybe you're thinking, why am I doing all this when nothing's happening? Been there, done it, got the t-shirt, wore it out. Come on. Because when the season changes, you won't have time to start building the ark. You build before the rain. When the season changes, you are not going to have time to build the ark. Time for a clapper. Get ready now for what's coming, right? Right, YouTube, right, TikTok. You're not going to have time to learn how to be a millionaire when you get to be a millionaire. You got to learn right now. Be faithful in a little bit. Are you paying your tithes on 2,000 a month? Are you paying your tithes on whatever you make right now? Can God trust you with what you have right now? Yes, it matters. Be faithful in the little. So here's the deeper question. Is God working around me or in me? Ryanette, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Is God working around me or in me? So we've spent so much time asking God, when are you going to change this? Guilty. But perhaps God has been asking, can I change you while you wait? Can I change you while you wait? I mean, you're here anyway. We may as well, right, get some stuff worked out. Because sometimes the evidence of God's activity isn't changed circumstances, it's a changed you. How you react to that situation, how you respond to that text message, how you want to cuss someone out, but you don't. You practice patience, right? You practice long suffering, right? Who am I talking to? You're not reacting like you used to. Y'all, I will cuss you out. Now sometimes I got to bite my tongue off and You're not chasing people anymore. You're not people pleasing anymore. You're not begging for validation. Somebody better grab this word tonight because it's on fire. Not because of me, but because it's the word, right? You're not begging for validation. You're not panicking every time something doesn't happen immediately. Anybody ever have panic attacks where you just about lose your mind, can't breathe, chest hurts, can't take a deep breath, panic, can't sleep, pacing? You're not abandoning the assignment because somebody didn't support it. We're talking about growth. We're talking about maturity tonight, right? Right, YouTube. You're praying differently. You're thinking differently, right? That's the greatest, man. When I can think through things differently than I used to be able to think through. Why is this happening? Why me? Why is this? That's just my luck, right? You think differently. You discern differently. Your discernment is different. You're responding different. You trust differently. Anybody learning how to trust a little different? Are you asking God, when are you going to do something? And heaven may be saying, look at you. Look at you. I am. Like, God, when are you going to do something? He's like, why don't you go over to the mirror and look in the mirror? Look at you. I am doing something. I'm doing something that maybe you haven't even noticed yet. You're glowing a little different. You're smiling a little bit more. You have a little less stress. When are you going to do something, God? I am. Look at you. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Maybe the first miracle of this season isn't what's happening around you. Maybe the first miracle is what's happening in you. Look at you. Faithfulness without evidence. So tonight, here's the challenge. Stop asking only, God, what are you doing? and start asking God, what did you tell me to do while you're doing what I cannot see? What did you tell me to do, God? Robin, what's up? Welcome. Because I don't have to understand everything God's doing to remain faithful to what He gave me. I don't have to understand, but I trust you, God. I trust you. I can't see what you're doing, but I trust you. Because you got me this far. You protected me. I don't have to see the harvest to water the seed. I don't have to see rain to build the ark. And I don't have to see movement to believe God is moving. Right? I, I, uh, we can't see the wind. You can't see the wind, but we feel the effects of the wind. We see the effects of the wind in the trees and the grass and the etc. Doesn't mean it's not wind. And I don't need, I don't have to see movement to believe God's moving, and I don't need another confirmation every time my circumstances get quiet. That's okay, God. I still believe what you said. I still believe that. Right, YouTube. God said it. I obeyed it. And until He tells me differently, I'm staying faithful to the assignment. Y'all, we have an assignment. You have an assignment. Are you going to stay faithful to that assignment no matter what you see? So ask yourself, what have I mistaken God's invisibility for God's inactivity? Where have I started questioning an instruction simply because I haven't seen a result? I don't see the result, so maybe I missed God. Maybe that's not. No, you heard God. You heard God. What have I been tempted to stop watering? Come on, this is for somebody tonight. Here's your confirmation. Here's your answer. Here's God speaking to you tonight. What have I been tempted to stop watering? What have I been tempted to abandon? You started writing the book, but you're tempted to stop. Yep, the enemy sure would like to see that because you don't feel it, because you don't think anybody's going to read it. Oh, I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings. If I had $1 for every time I heard that, I would be a millionaire. Because y'all, when you are healed, you tell your story differently. You don't tell it accusatorily, if that's even a word. You don't have to use accusations. You don't have to. When you're healed, you tell your story differently because you tell it from a place of victory, not a place of victim. It flips the flow of it, right? So what have you been tempted to abandon? Where am I demanding visible evidence before I'll continue obeying? And then here you go. If nothing changed tomorrow, would God still get your yes? Sometimes you got to give God your yes every day, sometimes 400 times a day. God, I trust you. You have my yes. I don't feel it. I don't see it. I'm watering dirt. I look like a ding dong. If nothing changed tomorrow, would God still get your yes? Not if God blesses it, I'll keep going. Not if people support me, I'll keep going. Y'all, I've been working this one account for months. Did a big, huge lunch. It costs a lot of money. It was a lot. I had to go get the food, put it in the car, take it out, set it up, and make it as perfect as I can make it. Team members came and helped me. We showed up and showed out. Nothing for months. I went, I sent a card, I took cookies, I followed up, all the things. Nothing. God, I know something's here. I know that there's opportunity here. It's bigger than me. This seems crazy, God, for this particular clinic to want to work with a hospice company. But I knew that God gave that to me because nobody's thinking about going to this particular clinic. They're all beating the door down at the nursing homes and the assisted livings and home health and wherever else. Guess who got a referral today from that clinic? Because I had to water the dirt when it didn't make any sense. And I had to keep being faithful in the little things. And showing up when it didn't make any sense and it was hot and it seemed dumb. And this is a lot. You spent a lot of money of the company's money to do this lunch. For what? Are they really gonna give are they gonna give anything? When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Well, today the time was right. And it came just when I needed it the most, right? Watering that dirt paid off. I needed that little boost of confidence. God knows that, right? And so, thank y'all for the congratulations. I'm testifying, I'm bragging on God because it was hard. I wanted to give up. It didn't make any sense. Nothing's happening. God bless it. I'll keep going. Not if people support me, I'll keep going. If the numbers increase, I'll keep going. God, I'll go anyway. I'll go anyway. Doesn't make any sense. That's okay. It's okay. You see my heart. You're gonna bless the faithfulness. Am I perfect? 100% not. 100% not. There are days when I'm like, no, I'm not going by there today. Nope. But I have been faithful. I have been faithful. So, God, if you said it, my yes doesn't expire because the evidence hasn't arrived. If you said it, my yes does not expire, God, regardless of what the evidence is. So here's something a declaration that I want. It's just so good. I will not confuse silence with absence. I will not confuse hidden with inactive. I will not dig up what I planted because I cannot see what God is doing underneath the surface. I'm watering dirt, can't see nothing. I'm refused to dig it up. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. I will not let what I see rewrite what God said. I know what God said. I will build before the rain. I will water before the sprout. I will prepare before the opportunity. Because when the opportunity shows up, guess what? You better be ready to go. When that referral came in today, you all better believe we were calling in a second. Have an appointment tomorrow to visit with the family. It's happening. I will remain faithful before the evidence because my faithfulness isn't my attempt to manipulate God into giving me a harvest. My faithfulness is my response to the one who called me. My faithfulness is my response to the one who called me. Being faithful, you're not being faithful to people, you're being faithful to God. People see our deeds, right? God sees our heart. And if he never gives me another sign, his last instruction will still be enough. Will I be faithful even when I can't see God working? Yes, I sure will. You have my yes, God. You have my yes again today. Because I don't need to see his hand to trust his heart. I don't need to see his hand to trust his heart. Do you trust God's heart? Stay faithful. Go look in the mirror. Look at you. Look what God is doing. Look what God is doing. Some of you should be dead. Some of you should be in jail. Some of you should be a whole lot of things right now. But you're not by the grace of God. Stay faithful. Even when you can't see it, when you can't hear it, and when you can't feel it. Because it's God is faithful. God's got good credit, right? God can, he's going to do what he said he would do. It may not be like we think, but he's going to do it. And when he does, you better be careful to give God praise. You all better think, listen, I almost had to stop the car and man, I was praising God. God, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, God, for blessing me with this opportunity, with this situation. God, thank you. Thank you. Because on my hard days, you still loved me. Even when we fail, even when we don't do what we're supposed to do, right? Thank you, Kay. I love you. I love y'all so much. I pray this bless you. I pray that something that I shared tonight, you're going to carry with you this week and grab a hold of it and let it encourage you to keep going, keep doing what God said to do because he's faithful. He's faithful. He's going to do what he said he would do. And he's preparing you for what's coming, no matter what it is. So no matter if you can see it or not, if you can taste it or not, it's coming. So y'all stay faithful. Uh uh Absolutely, Robin. Come on. Come on. Y'all's comments are so far behind. By the time I see it, you're like, what's he saying? But y'all, I love y'all so much. I pray blessings over you tonight. Thank you for spending some time with us tonight. Melissa Diaz, thank you. I love you to my core. And I thank you for all you do for me. Y'all, uh, don't forget tomorrow night, 7 p.m., the free live Zoom Q&A. We're going to be talking about writing books, publishing book covers, Chat GPT. I've got some really good information to share with you about Chat GPT that's really, I think, going to help you. And so we're going to be talking about a lot of good stuff. And it's free. And so I'm going to spend an hour out of my busy schedule because I believe that this is going to help you guys. And so Jada, love you. Robin, love you. Melissa, Kathy, I love y'all. Rachel, as soon as I start naming names, that's when it gets bad. TikTok, I love y'all so much. Thank you for watching. I am so thankful for you guys. And I pray that this blessed you. YouTube, I love y'all. And so August 19th, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And Kathy or Tammy, I think so. Rhonda, love you. And I appreciate you guys so much for what y'all are doing. So stay faithful. I love y'all. See you next time. YouTube, I love y'all. Thank you so much for being here. And TikTok, I love y'all too. And thank you for